We're at the construction site where the Okemos Road Boardwalk is being built. We have Giannis Estrady here with us. He is the chief engineer for Meridian Township, overseeing the project. There's a lot going on behind us. This is the final sidewalk gap on the east side of Okemos Road. This will close the gap where there's no sidewalk currently from Lake Lansing all the way to Jolly Road.
Correct, from Lake Lansing Road all the way to Jolly Road. Yeah, this has been a long time coming for us. We've been trying to get this gap closed for a long time. I would say close to 20 years. Unfortunately, over the years, we were not successful getting grants from the state for this. However, with the county trail millage, money became available. We put in an application and we were successful in getting $975,000 to partially fund this project. So basically, this is the time we felt that we can do this, and we jumped in on it, and we got all our permits from MDQ or Eagle at this point, and from our own township planning commission for working in the floodplain and wetland mitigation. So essentially what the project entails is closing the gap that you mentioned, which is approximately 1,200 feet. About 1,100 feet of it is a boardwalk. It's going to be a 14-foot wide boardwalk. We wanted to meet the OSHA, the AASHTO standard, which is 14 foot for boardwalks. So with that, we bid the contract, and we have a contractor. The contractor is Eastern Michigan Contracting, and he's the one who's doing all that work. And the work basically entails installing first the pilings, the ones you see here, and the pilings are set about 15 feet apart, and the top of the pilings will be about a foot above the 100 floodplain or 1% chance flood, which is about 843.1, and then the deck will be about a foot above that, and you have the railings. So at this point, we have most of the pilings installed, including all the pilings north of the Mud Lake drain. We still have to install the pilings south of the drain, and once we do that, we'll start working on the deck portions of it, which includes putting the beams across and then the joists. And that's where we're at as far as completion date.
Yeah, I see a lot of water back there, so it looks like the rain that we've been having may have delayed this or set it back a little bit, you know.
That's correct. Unfortunately, we had to deal with the weather. As it is a floodplain area, and it does get flooded even when you have normal rains. So what happened here over the past, I would say, month, we have a lot of rain, and he can't work when it's too wet. He can, up to a point, he has a mat that he uses for equipment, but when it gets too wet, even the mat would not allow him to do safe work. So that's the problem that we had to deal with. There will be a delay. He will not be able to meet the completion date, which is the end of June. So I'm anticipating him to request an extension, and I foresee us completion date towards the end of July.
Okay, so at some point this summer,
right,
we'll be able to see this completed. We'll be able to use it, and so just for a reference point, we are at the entrance of Nancy Moore Park, and so that's where the construction is happening. And so this area right here basically connects Nancy Moore Park with Central Park.
Correct.
And this is where the dog parks are going in as well, way back, because this is along Okemos Road, as you know. So you will be able to use this in July at some point and enjoy it and make a more walkable community, correct? Because that's the goal.
That's exactly right. End of July is our target date at this point, and hopefully we won't have any other issues with it. I don't anticipate any other issues, but like I said.
And I just want to touch on one other thing, because you mentioned the money that came from the Ingham County Trail Millage, which was approved by voters.
Correct.
But we also have another millage, the Township Pathway Millage, that was also approved by voters, and a portion of that is being used
Right.
to fund
So-
this.
So essentially, this project, when we applied for the grant through the county, we put in a match. Our match was about 300,000. I can't
300
remember.
something. Okay.
Right.
That's close.
300,000 plus, and that gave us high points, and we got the grant, and here we are. We're doing the work. So.
Have you heard from anyone about this project? Have you heard people, any comments?
Yeah, absolutely. I hear a lot of people are excited about this, and the comments basically say how long or how soon can we get in there. Most people understand it's been raining, so yeah, there's a lot of anticipation for this,
Yeah.
which understandable, considering how long we've been waiting for this here at the township. So yeah, this is going to be a great addition to our pathway and trail system here in the township. And as you know, we have a master plan, and we've been hitting all these gaps in our master plan. That's our first goal, is close the gaps, the critical gaps, like this one here on Okemos. The key here for this gap, it really would provide a very safe path and trail. This, as you can see, very busy road, and if you come in here and you don't have any other way except to walk in the road. I've seen that happen so many times, and you don't want to do that. So.
All right, we will look forward to the completion. This has been another episode just updating residents about what's happening here in Meridian Township. We'll be seeing this, like Yana said, we'll be seeing this completed in July. Stay tuned for more updates on Meridian Township's website, meridian.mi.us, or Meridian Township's Facebook page. Thank you.